Hey guys, it's me, Margot. I'm back with part two of my IRL series. That's what I've decided to call it. These are the recreations of the places that I've lived in real life since being out on my own. I've thought about recreating my childhood home and my dorm room and my rooms at the sorority house, or maybe the whole sorority house, but nah. So, yeah, starting with my junior, or no, yeah, my junior year of college, which was my previous video, my first studio apartment, up until now, I will be creating all the places I've lived. So, this is the apartment that I lived at my senior year of college. I actually graduated a semester early, so um, yeah, a few months after I moved in here, I graduated, and then the whole second semester I was just working, not in school or anything. But yeah, this is a 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom apartment that I lived at with 3 other girls. Their names are Danielle, Shelby, and Anna. I really enjoyed living here. It was a really nice place. It was furnished like my studio, but the furniture was actually nice, which was good. So all of our beds, dressers, desks, and then like the main living room furniture was all provided by the apartment complex. Um, Danielle and Anna, the girls that live in the back 2 bedrooms, they had been living there for 2 years already when Shelby and I moved in our senior year. So this complex is a large complex. There's like 13 buildings with like 3 stories each. It's a really large complex in the town that I went to college in. And I would say the people that lived here were 99% college students or college age students. So it was a lot of young people. There was like a sand volleyball court and a really nice pool. So it was a really great spot for a college student to live and stuff. Sometimes the partying would kind of get on my nerves. As you'll see as I continue building, my bedroom is right up front by the porch or like the patio or whatever. And it was right next to the pool. We were the first building. So we were right by the pool. So that could kind of be annoying sometimes if I was like trying to sleep or study. And also my last semester of college when I was living here, which was in the fall. I graduated in the fall. I was working overnights at the dorms for my job. And so I was working like, yeah, overnight. So I really needed to sleep during the day a lot of the time. And that didn't always work out with the pool and the volleyball courts being right outside my window. So that was kind of annoying. But other than that, I really enjoyed living here. I really enjoyed my roommates. I have a lot of really good memories at this place. And yeah, I kind of miss it. I kind of miss having, that like, I don't know, there's always somebody to hang out with and stuff. But I also kind of like living with just my boyfriend. So, there's good and bad. Anyways, this was like kind of a complicated layout, as you can tell, with the 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, and it's not huge. It's not small either. Like, I wouldn't say our rooms were small, but they weren't ginormous either. So I kind of had trouble getting the layout right. I looked up the floor plan online, but they have like a 3D floor plan. It's not like an aerial view, so it was, and they had like furniture drawn into it, so it was really hard for me to figure out. But I just kind of tried to do it from memory, and yeah, so the living room, there's a red wall. It was actually red in our apartment. You could pick your accent wall color when you moved in, and Danielle and Anna and their original roommates had picked red, which was perfect because that was one of our school colors. So, yeah, put the red wall there. This area was really hard to do. I couldn't really remember. I knew there was like an inset where the TV was, which is what I'm trying to do right now. I don't know. It's a really complicated layout with lots of like nooks and like insets and stuff in the walls. It's not like none of it's like a perfect square or rectangle, so it's really hard to do. But yeah, and over in the corner I put like a little china cabinet, but we actually had a mini fridge there, obviously, because we're college students. And the tops of our cabinets were lined with alcohol bottles, but I couldn't really do that in The Sims. But we had lots of good storage. It was a really nice big kitchen, and then there was, as you can see, that I put in there, a little pantry. And then there was also another pantry in the back hallway, so that was pretty cool. Lots of space for food and stuff. So up here that I'm working on now is my bedroom. It was right up front by the front patio, which kind of sucked. I couldn't ever open my window because the people across from us. So like obviously I'm creating this in isolation, but there's other buildings around it. So like we were on the second floor, and then if you went up the stairs to go, you would go to the left to go into our apartment, or if you went to the right, it would go to someone else's apartment, and they had a little patio area like we do. and they were smokers. Why is it that I'm always around smokers? I don't know, but they were smokers and they smoked out on their patio, so I could never open my window because then my room would smell like cigarette smoke. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my god, are you smoking right now? But I mean, I just don't want my room to smell like it, you know, like, I don't know. There's people in my life that smoke cigarettes, and I don't make a big deal about it every time. But I also don't want it in my bedroom, which is what I've been encountering a lot in a lot of the places I've lived. So, yeah. I'm trying my best to remember my roommates' bedrooms, the ones in the back. So the one on the right in the back, I'm like moving around a lot. The one in the back right with the blue bedding was Danielle's bedroom, this one right here on the right. And then the one that's next to mine, our bathrooms are like kind of adjoined, that was Shelby's room. And then the one in the back on the left with the light blue bedding, that was Anna's room. So, not that that really matters, but I tried to recreate their rooms as best as I could. Obviously, I don't exactly remember what they look like. The bathrooms were kind of hard because they were like small, but not, I don't know, it was hard. And I remember Anna's room, the one on the left in the back, had like a half wall when you walked in. And I couldn't remember like where the bathroom was in respect to the wall. I don't know. I just kind of did my best. But yeah, the decor was hard because I wanted it to be exactly the same. I remember Shelby had a pineapple tapestry in her room, but I did that one with the elephants on it. It was the best I could do. As you can see, Shelby was the messiest. Her room was always kind of a mess. Shelby, if you're watching this, don't deny it. You're a slob. Also, the last few months that we lived there, she had 2 bunnies in her room, so that was interesting. But I didn't put that in there because Pets doesn't come out until next month. I remember Danielle's room. It always had tons of cute stuff on the walls, so I tried to put stuff on the walls. Her and Anna had lived there the longest, so they had kind of, you know, settled in more and hung more stuff up, so they had lots of cute stuff on their walls. Anna's room, she was very, like, I don't want to say minimal, but, like, I don't know. Yeah, minimal. Like, she didn't have tons of clutter. She's not a very, like, sentimental person as far as, like, objects. She's always talking about, like, just tossing stuff out and whatever. Like, I'm not going to keep this even though it was a memory. Like, I can still remember it. So she didn't have, like, a ton of, like, clutter in her room. So it was always very, like, minimal. I could not get the living room to look right. I don't know what I did wrong, but yeah. So like I said, this is, like, the second story. So there's people above us and below us. But I'm just, like, making it in isolation. I'm not about to make a whole apartment complex just to show you my apartment, but I'll try to look online actually and show you, like, what the whole complex looked like. I don't know, because it's a really highly advertised complex in my town, so there's lots of pictures of it. So I'll put those at the end, so look forward to that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I've been adding curb appeal to all of my places, even though it's not really how it was, because I just don't want it to look dumb in the gallery. I know that's silly, but anyways, yeah, so that was my second apartment that I lived at. Overall, I really liked this place. This is, like, one of the only places I've actually lived at full term and not moved out early. Yeah, actually the only one so far. My studio apartment, I moved out early, and then my last place, I moved out early, which I will be building next, so look forward to that. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you know when I post these new videos, and if you click that bell icon next to the subscribe button, you'll get a notification when I post the next video in the series. I'll try to do it in the next day or two. But here's some pictures. I didn't include pictures of all my roommates' bedrooms, but yeah, so that's where I lived for a whole year. Kind of miss it, kind of don't. Here's a picture of the layout from the website of the apartment complex. It was obviously kind of hard to recreate. So this is a picture of the outside of my building. There was, like, the basketball court, volleyball court, pool. The arrow is pointing to our living room window, so that was our entryway. And then here's a better picture of the pool area, and that arrow is pointing to our door / patio area. So that kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like from the outside. So yeah, I know it doesn't really look like that in the video, but the inside looks the same-ish. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye!